Welcome to Operation Move into a brand new beautiful trailer as quickly as possible.
For our first night ever in it. We're gonna have to clear this area. Getting it done, here we go, getting it done.
Operation first night in the van might be a failure. We're hoping that tonight is the first night that we can sleep in our camper, and I want to show you guys why we really want to move in. So right now, we are standing in this beautiful Airbnb suite, right waterfront. And so my parents rent this out all summer. This is where we were when we had Everly. We were living in this room here, if you guys remember those videos. All right, so let me show you why this has become a little bit of a problem. The Airbnb guests sleep right here. Then we're gonna move through this door right here into the hallway. You can hear them already. And then our bedroom is right here. Everly sleeps here. We sleep here. That's why this room is a disaster. Let's go back to the nice room. This wall right here, we're sharing with the Airbnb guests, which means that when Everly makes noises in the night and cries in the night, does anything in the middle of the night, we have to like, jump on her right away, get her calmed down, make her not make noise. Because if you were paying to sleep here, would you want a baby crying next door? Absolutely not. So we're trying to be mindful and respectful of that so that our parents don't get bad reviews, so that these people don't have a bad night. Really, it's disrupting Everly's sleep, which disrupts our sleep. We're hoping that by moving into the trailer, then it allows us a little bit more flexibility rather than to just be like, oh my gosh, we need to like freaking out. And then sometimes we actually had to like go out into the living room with her because she's so upset and we don't want to wake these guys up. So it's gonna be a lot better to have our own space for everybody to sleep better.
Sleep is so essential, and I feel like just having a quiet space, I can't tell you how many times Alex's dad came down here, or after dinner upstairs, like things are just crashing and making so much noise in this house when you're trying to get this little one to sleep. And as much as I want her to be like a little bit desensitized to noise, it's just like every single thing is like FOMO to her. So she hears those noises and is immediate like, bang! I'm not getting a lot of sleep because of that. So let's head over there right now. Today's task is all about moving this guy back here.
Welcome to Operation Move into a brand new beautiful trailer as quickly as possible.
And by brand new, she means 2016.
Brand new to us. We bought the trailer last week and we are so excited to move into it, but we need to get it into a spot where it's not gonna be easily seen from the road in order for us to like fully enjoy the space. We have a couple of big challenges with getting the trailer back here. First, we need to clear a path that's big enough for the trailer to navigate between the trees and other debris back here to get it into the right spot.
It is a 40-foot trailer, plus the size of the pickup truck itself. So just to make that turn, I'm gonna need some space.
We've come back here with my sister the other day and staked out our spot. Ooh la la.
Now we need to grab the tape measure out and actually measure out the area of where this trailer will be. We do want to keep this road access right here too as well. So we're gonna have to clear this area a bunch.
So not only do we need to clear the space to get it back here, we need to clear the space for it to live back here.
This is 25 feet right here.
That feels like not 25 feet is smaller than I thought it was.
I'm just kidding. We need 40.
Oh yeah.
We need more than that. Put the truck in there.
We don't need 25, we need 40.
We need at least 12 feet of width, so I'm gonna mark like 15 to 20 feet just to, you know, make sure we have enough space. Hopefully from walking through this tall grass, I'm not getting poison ivy or anything. I know I'll probably have to check for ticks. We're in the Northeast and ticks are very much alive here.
We're only gonna be able to use this space for the next like 5 weeks. Which seems like we might have jumped the gun on all of this, but honestly, when you're a sleep-deprived parent, you'll do pretty much anything to get a good night's sleep, including buy a whole trailer and clear a whole patch of land for 5 weeks of hopefully a decent sleep. All right, that looks a lot bigger than it did when it was only 25 feet.
Yeah. This will allow us to open up this whole area over here. So I'll probably take out a tree in front, tree over here as well. That way we could kind of just pull the whole thing right in and then be able to unhitch and leave right out the other side. So that means I got to take out this whole section of trees right here. And there's at least 15 trees there that I have to remove and push back.
You think you have to remove all of those?
Yeah, in order to be able to pull in and put it in between these marks here. For sure, 100%. And I still gotta mow it too on top of that. Our truck is probably almost 15 feet long, you know? So you gotta add an additional 15 feet that way.
Right.
50's another 10 feet. Luckily we did 50 because now I only have to measure like 5 more feet. And then I know that I have the clearance that I need in order to get in and out. A whole nother thing that we have to take care of right there. Looks pretty flat though.
Famous last words.
Yeah. I think that'll work. Cut out a nice patch. I even took out a couple trees in the front to help us with access. That'll be the home. This will be the driveway. That was a lot of work. It's about 1 o'clock. Started at 10. I got a nice big open area where the trailer is gonna go. Also, for the plans that we have ahead, this is kind of ideal for that as well. If we're gonna possibly build a house in the future. Because the trailer is so big, I'm gonna have to make a pretty massive wide turn here. I probably could have cut some more of this out, but if I drive over it, it is what it is. Still gonna be a tight turn. Today's really all about one thing. Getting ourselves in here for our first night ever in it. The battery on this thing is dead, so I have to replace that. I bought a lithium-ion battery, so we have to go inside and see if we're even capable of using a lithium-ion battery. A lot of the times the converters, they come with the ability to swap either lead acid or lithium-ion. I am absolutely hopeful that on that converter, there's a switch that allows you to change it. Okay, this guy right here is the converter. I don't see any switches on that. Unfortunately, after taking apart that system and looking at the back of it and seeing the model number and looking it up, it doesn't necessarily work for lithium. It will work and charge it, but it won't charge it to its full capacity. The good part is that I could still put in a lithium battery and not really have to worry about it necessarily damaging it for right now, but I will have to change out that converter in order for that battery to fully charge. Do I get one that automatically recognizes that it's lithium, or do I get one that I swap a dial on and next thing you know, I know for sure that it should recognize that it's lithium and charge it properly. This guy really strapped this bad boy down. Ooh, interstate. All right, it needs a charge, obviously. But just to show that it works, this is the lighting system. That's working, that's great. That means the 12-volt system's working because I'm not connected to anything else, which is awesome. Oof. That refrigerator needs cleaning. If you're like us and it's kind of the first time living out of a trailer, there's two different connections for water. This one is to actually fill your tank, And then the one in the rear on this trailer, it will say city water. That's to pressurize your system. If you're at like a campground or something like that, you just hook up a hose directly, and then that way you don't have to do anything else. This right here is the fresh water tank. I'm gonna flush this because the issue is they definitely winterize this. So I'm gonna get some water in there, and then I'm gonna flush it by opening that back up and allowing that water to drain out. That way we get all that stuff out of the tank. That way if we decide to cook with it or anything like that, we're not poisoning ourselves. First thing that I'm doing is I'm getting the city water hooked up. I'm gonna run the system with the city water hooked up, open up all the different faucets, and then I'll come back and do the same with the tank. Let's see how that worked. We have the baby with us, and the first time camping, I don't wanna accidentally poison our baby or us. If it's me, instead of winterizing it, you just get all the water out, blow it out. And you don't have to worry. Woo, see that crap in there? Let that get all the stuff out. You can smell it. Look at that. That you don't want to drink. I just don't want any of that chemical hitting my body. So we have to have it in tip-top shape for us. Whoa. That was probably a bad idea for the camera. So one thing I just found out is that the indicator for the freshwater tank does not work. So I'm hoping that the indicator for all the black water tanks and the gray water tanks work. Because if they don't, we're kind of screwed. One thing that's for certain is the hot water side is clear. So we're gonna keep working on this freshwater side. The good part is whatever they put in there is actually not non-toxic. So it's probably just like tequila. But I don't want my baby to have that. I've been doing this for like 2 hours now, and I'm now 2 tanks in, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. We got good, clear, clean water. We don't have to worry about that anymore. That took much longer than I anticipated. I got one more thing to do before I could run home and eat some lunch before we could kind of bring it back to the area that we want to be in, and we could possibly have our first night in it. The propane tanks definitely have some propane in them. I don't know if they're full or not, but when I opened it, I heard it go, and we can fire up this water heater and see it work. I don't think anything needs to be reset. Looks pretty good. Pop this on. Well, so this is electric hot water heater. This is gas. Let's do it with gas. Yep, that's on. So we do have some propane. I don't know, it'll probably be like 5 minutes or so before we get any type of hot water. Great sign is the electric hot water heater and the propane hot water heater both work. So that's amazing. So we have hot water here now. I can feel it. Even the tap is hot just from me letting that water out of it. I think that I got most of the stuff locked in. The major thing is just not knowing what those tanks are going to be at, whether it's the black water tank, gray water tank, and there's 2 of each. All right, let's go get Alex and all the stuff, and then let's get this freaking thing back there.
All right, well, Frankie has been working at the trailer. I've been working at the house, packing up a bunch of stuff to get it ready to go over there. We are luckily not so far away from where the trailer is going to be, so we don't have to move everything today for our first night. We just move the essentials and the baby. Essentials.
Really, we just got to bring the essentials.
Hey, I already said essentials.
We're doubling up on essential. Essentially, we're going to live somewhere else tonight.
Taco's ready. He requires nothing to be perfectly comfortable.
You see what I mean with the battery?
No.
That's where the battery was.
Oh, that's a stupid place for a battery.
Well, that's where they always put them.
Just like out in the elements?
Well, no, it was inside of a box.
Oh.
But that box right here, look, I'll show you. But this box doesn't fit that new battery.
Cool.
The new battery's a little bit wider than it. So I came up with this solution right here. Tied it down, which was already tied down originally.
We're all about solutions, no problems.
How to fix it on the job.
Fix it, Frank. That's why we married a handyman, you know? Great work, guys. We also married a strong guy.
Yeah.
Who could carry things.
Not only am I handy, but I'm strong. And I'm good looking. You get a comment that it was like, my dad told me to marry a handyman, and he doesn't have to be good looking, but the thing is that you're good looking, so you're both.
Oh,
so
lucky Frank. By the way, guys, it is quite warm outside today and very, very humid. Like, aggressively humid. So, this is an excellent choice.
I mean, when we get to the back and we set up the generator, we can run the generator and get some air conditioning going. And then during the day is really when we'll need that AC. At night, it's pretty damn cool outside, so.
Eep, I'm so excited to be in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do. Papa's comfortable. Ooh, Fix It Frank fixed it.
Feel the cold water.
Ooh, yeah. That's hot and cold.
It's actually cold.
I'm impressed.
All right.
There's a lot of things that we will hopefully be getting done as we're back there for a little bit, like city water, solar, all these other things. But for now, we're roughing it in this luxury camper. Oh, I guess I should help a little bit. Okay, I'll do that. All right, that's it. She's loaded, and now time to get her in the backyard.
I should make it a little bit wider.
Oh, you look good from here.
Yeah, but look.
You gonna hit the tree in front of you?
No, but I'm pulling down the trees behind me.
Are you really?
Yep. It's literally the minimum requirement to get by is what I just had, and I got it, so it's great.
All right, we got it here. Now we have to get it level, which, yeah, we should have. Technically, our long-term plan is to put a pad here and level it out and blah, blah, blah. But obviously that's gonna take some time. And I was just ready to move in tonight.
Long-term plan is really to like build something out here.
Yeah, like we told you guys, we still wanna do kind of a bunkie situation, something like that. But again, Rome wasn't built in a day. So this is step one. Slow, slow, stop. Yo, we're pros. We can park anywhere, two of us. They say that parking a trailer is a relationship ender, but I think we got it figured out. How do you find our communication?
Not great, because I can't really hear, and all I hear is slow, slow, stop.
Isn't that what, all the information you need?
Really, it should be this?
I literally was just saying how great our communication was, and then he's like, you suck.
Listen, I can't see, I can barely hear, because all the noises. So, you know, maybe we need to work on signals.
Sign language.
And then our communication would be flawless.
Okay.
I think I could work with that, where the other one was so crazy. I was trying to put these down and it wasn't leveling it,
All right,
you know?
let's try. So now we gotta do the leveling, the stabilizers. How much longer do you think this is gonna take?
Like 3 more years.
Because it's 20 minutes past her dinner time.
All right, go.
Go where? Where are you gonna go?
I just gotta put this one down.
Okay, well, that's what I was asking. Are you like 20 minutes out or like an hour out? Do you think we're gonna fail tonight's mission?
We might. We might fail. You got level right now, we might be good.
Why don't you drive me back to the house?
Okay.
So I can do her dinner and bath time and all that.
I could bring the block.
And then you can come and finish this. Or are you gonna go to basketball? Because it's basically basketball
I'm gonna
time.
finish this and I'm gonna go to basketball.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we failed.
I'm tired and hungry and I have a headache and I'm dehydrated and I think with him leaving for basketball and then meaning to get her to sleep in the next hour, there's absolutely no way that we can sleep in there tonight.
I think at this point it's just too stressful to try to make it happen tonight, so tomorrow is another day, and it's okay to fail. It's okay to get to this point, get super close, and then pick it up where you left off the next day. Doesn't mean we necessarily completely failed because we got things done. You know, we got stuff ready. The goal was to get in tonight, but tomorrow's okay too.
The great thing is that tomorrow I have a family commitment during the day, so Frank gets to set the whole thing up by himself, and then I'll just roll in the evening to a beautiful setup home.
Sounds about right. Alex is away today, and I'm the one that has to now set up the camper. It's funny because like this part is normally Alex's domain. Like I bring stuff in and she kind of puts it in places. So things are gonna be in places that she probably is gonna change. But that's okay. I'm gonna do my absolute best to make it so nice and easy for a nice transition for her, because things have been a little bit difficult lately, just in the general sense of like Everly's sleeping schedule. It's been hard on both of us. We try to be as transparent as possible, but we're not always constantly filming everything. Going over to this trailer, gonna be back in the middle of nowhere, more peace and quiet, and I think that's really important for her development. All right, we just pulled up back on the spot here. So I popped out the slides, I got her more level. I lifted a heavy generator into my truck and I plopped it back here, so we have power needed until we get our solar hook up and we can set up that whole system. Paco's taking a second poo. He must like it out here. You do you, boy. I ran the AC in here for a little bit just to see how it cooled down, and it's actually still fairly cool in the space. Cleaned out the fridge. She's looking nice and clean now. We gotta set this guy up next. I got our internet hooked up. This is Connect 10 right here. I have internet service right there. Bang right at the top. It's good enough for me to surf the internet at the moment. I'm getting like 4 gigs. I'm gonna turn on the generator for a bit, and I'm gonna charge everything up while the generator's on, and then that way at night, when we don't wanna run the generator and we want it to be quiet, I'll shut it down. What do you think, Paco? It's beautiful out here right now too. The wind is great at the moment. I like it, I dig it.
Oh my goodness!
Looks good in the
She's
sun.
looking majestic. Wow. Look at this guy. Wow, I'm impressed. Frank worked hard all day while I was swimming and eating food. Let's go get this first night in.
Welcome, madame.
Thank you.
Need some lights?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta turn them on from the main switch.
Okay.
Damn.
Ooh.
Close this just right now.
It feels nice and cool in here. The AC's been running, so that's great. Ooh.
Is it clean?
Beautiful. You did such a good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Look, even looked at your pantry.
You stocked it.
Somewhat. I didn't know exactly what you wanted.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome, sweetie. All right, get that baby to bed.
I know. It's definitely later than her bedtime. Today was a bit of a mess with naps and stuff just because we were moving so much. But it's late. So we're going to get her to bed and then we'll get ourselves to bed.
So far, great success. We got Everly to sleep. And that means we are going to officially have our first night sleeping in the camper.
It's a little bit not perfect.
In what
but
way?
I feel like
It's
just
so
because it's
perfect.
late, it's whatever, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
So we don't have everything in here.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited anyways.
But to make it official, Alex and I are both going to have showers
Necessary.
tonight in the camper as well.
Making it like a real,
Yeah.
really breaking it in, you know.
Super, super official. All right, take me in there.
Look at my spacious bathroom. There's so much space in here. Frank had the water heater going. The fan's on up top. Let's see how it goes.
How was it, babe?
That was pretty good.
Yeah?
It was pretty nice.
I mean, there's a couple things that I know that need to be changed.
It's been a while since I had a shower where I had to worry about how much water I was consuming.
Yeah.
But I got the job done. I feel
Definitely.
amazing.
Good, good. My turn.
It wouldn't be a first night without christening it with some delicious dessert. And I planned ahead.
What?
so that we could have a little sweet thing.
Did you sneak something in here?
I snuck it in.
Oh man.
Are you ready?
Ooh.
Can you tell me what it is?
Chocolate almonds?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have that. We actually have our internet going, so our Connect 10 modem is cranking right now. We've been answering a bunch of YouTube comments, so we have internet in the bush thanks to Connect 10. Super luxurious, huh? We got snacks, we got internet, we got lighting, we have a freezer bigger than a whole fridge used to be. Okay? I think we're doing pretty good. Frank is a genius. Obviously, we all know that. And he made sure to charge both of our power banks. So we don't even need the 120 to be running to run the fan. Because airflow is everything. That's the one thing with these trailers. I feel like if we had built this, there would be a max air fan right on top of the bed.
100%.
There would be a max air fan in Everly's room. The only fan is the air conditioning in the middle and then the vents from that. So, like, yeah, of course you want air conditioning in all the rooms, but if you don't have air conditioning, you still need air.
You need flow. You need air flow. That's the major thing.
Fun fact, this bed came with sheets. So these aren't our sheets. And I didn't even question it. I didn't think about it. But we've never actually seen what this mattress looks like.
Oh, there's something in this. Oh, it's killable very easily, so.
Killable very easily? Oh,
Like,
great.
I just literally like this and it died, so.
That's weird.
What?
The mattress has like a...
Seam right there. Oh, look at this.
What?
It's like a little
What do you keep
dot
finding in the bed? This is... How's the mattress look?
I looked at it. It looks fine.
Okay.
I think he might have, like, did some type of work and then didn't, like, clean it fully. But hey, one night. And then we'll get our own sheets on here.
You know what? Or we won't.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
See you in the morning. Run for it. Good morning, everyone.
Our first night was a success.
Well, she slept amazing the first half of the night.
I would have liked to sleep more of the first night.
I'll say she slept amazing the first half of the night. She went down at like...
And the second half of the night. There was just a big slice in the middle of the night.
It's like 1:40 to 3 a.m.
That she didn't want to be asleep. Are you going down, baby girl? But that was the only time that she woke up, which was great. It's just, instead of many little times, it was one big time.
Hey, girl. What are you doing?
It'd be really nice to just make breakfast and hang out.
But we have no food here. So we need to go get breakfast and go food shopping. Did you like your first night here?
We went to the store. We got all of our groceries. We loaded them up. Realized the fridge wasn't cold anymore. Realized that the cooktop wasn't turning on. Realized that we